What's up, everybody? This is Jason, Zombie Collector, heading into work this morning here in beautiful Indiana, the land that flows with milk and honey. And I wanted to wish everybody a happy national. I think today probably is the real official, like, kind of kickoff. I know Wednesday I think you can go, but the real soiree gets going on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So I just want to say everybody have a safe time, safe travels. Be sure you don't get stuck in a polar vortex with a couple MAGA wearing crazies out there. You're trying to grab a Subway sandwich at midnight, 2 o'clock in the morning. Stay away from those scenarios. But if you do that, you should be safe and sound. But I just wanted to make sure everybody knows that I'm thinking about you. And I know that you all probably going to sleep wondering if I was going to be okay, and making sure I gave you all my pleasantries, making sure everybody getting back and forth safely from the Chicagoland area. I know a lot of my buddies, a lot of my enemies are all there this weekend, weekend, and it's kind of funny because I had spoke offline with Mike Baseball Collector, and I said, "Hey man, this is like 2 weeks ago. Hey man, I'll see you at the National." He goes, "Man, you say that every year," which is true. I appreciate his honesty, and then I end up something happens, and it's inevitable. Something happened, and this year it was not my son's baseball, which is usually the case. I think one year I had a car wreck, and another year my water exploded into my house. My house was being worked on, and my whole main floor was like underwater, and so it just seems like I just always have something happening for one reason or another that kept me from ever going, and especially the Chicago show because it's so much closer to my house. But this year, one of my best friends from college was in Cincinnati for the week, and then on the way back through town, he said, "Hey man, can I come get together with you? I haven't seen him in like 15 years." And he was like, "Hey, I was going to see if I can come by and hang out with you for a day or two." And so today's the day he's coming in town. And I thought maybe he would just stay for a couple hours and then cut out. But he said, "Hey, no, I want to come in town and hang out with you for the day and then end of tomorrow." I was like, "Oh." And so I ain't mad about that. Hanging out with my buddy. I haven't seen him forever. In a way that we can just hang out and just goof off a bit. He's also a collector and a fan of sports, and so it'll be a good time. It'll be my own mini national. And I think in Indiana, actually, this week, there's a couple shows, if I'm not mistaken, this weekend. So even though the national's going on, and I'm sure that almost all the attention will be diverted to Rosemont, Chicagoland area, I think there's still a show this weekend in Indianapolis area. So I will probably go to that one just in solidarity with my friends that are at the National. But yeah, I just wanted to just kind of hop on and say, be safe, be careful, make sure you follow the laws of the land, because in Chicago things are quite different than other parts of the United States. And don't spend money you don't have. Make sure the biggest muscle you have to keep in control is your pride muscle. So just make sure it's not about trying to get the coolest card or the most expensive card or trying to keep up with the Joneses. Don't feel that pressure. Just enjoy yourself. If you see cards that you like, buy those cards or make a good trade if you're there to make trades. But don't leave the show with what's the word, like buyer's remorse. That's what I was looking for. It's important to not have buyer's remorse, especially when it's so easy to get caught up in the moment. I know we all do that even at smaller shows or card shows or eBay or whatever. You get caught up in the moment and you spend money that you probably either A, don't have, or B, you shouldn't spend to get some kind of specific card. And then afterwards you regret that decision, or you're really second guess yourself. So, and when you're at the National and everybody's spending money and money's flying and it just has like little wings on the bills and it's flying right out of your pocket. And it may be hard to pump your brakes sometimes, but I would strongly suggest, if you can, and you definitely should, show some restraint. And, of course, if you can and you want to buy the card or cards, you go for it. Knock yourself out. But don't get caught up in keeping up with the Joneses scenario, because we all, know what that feels like. We don't know what that looks like. And it's not a pleasurable experience if you have other things that you should be focused on that's more important. We all heard the horror stories over the last couple of years of people that went balls deep into card collecting and spending money on cards, and either being flippers or breakers or buying the cards for investment purposes. And they bought high and now they have to sell low because the market dropped out on most stuff. And even if the ones didn't go nuts, fall completely off the whatever you want to completely fall off the edge, I guess, that they're nowhere near the levels they were previously. So it's a little PSA, not that PSA, but a public service announcement. You can't slap this statement. I guess you could, it'd be difficult. But yeah, just to worry about people, because I know that I watch a lot of these videos and I see a lot of people saying what their plans are for the national, and it always includes these big purchases. And I know some people save for that, and that's great. But I've been with plenty of YouTubers who will say, I have this budget of $100, I have a budget of $1,000, I have a budget of whatever. And then within minutes, if not, an hour or so at a card show, they've already busted that budget and they're already onto some other budget that they did not create initially. That it's an evolving organic budget because they get caught up in the whole I got to have this, I got to have that mentality, and it's a very dangerous mindset to have doing that, because if you don't plan correctly, if you don't move money around or save money or sell things to make that happen, that can be very damaging to your pocketbook, your bank accounts, your family's well-being, things of that sort. Nothing's more important than family and your own finances to keep your livelihood running smoothly. And no Mickey Mantle or Jackie Robinson or Babe Ruth or whatever is going to fix that. You cannot take that and live underneath that in the homeless shelter, or you can't eat it. So just please be careful. Use some restraint if necessary. If you need me to talk you off the ledge, give me a call. I am more than happy to tell you don't do it. Don't do it, man. Don't do it. You have so much to live for. I'm happy to do that. It's my pleasure. But yeah, that's it, guys. Just want to say, hope everybody have fun. Please be safe. Look out for each other. Have a lot of fun. Keep it legal. I know Bob Lewis is going to be there, so that'll be difficult because Bob Lewis and keeping things legal, usually you can't say in the same sentence. But anyways, I hope all is well, and I look forward to all the videos, people talking about their experiences. Hopefully they're good experiences. And I'm definitely looking forward to living vicariously through each and every one of you guys out there who are hoping having a gangbusters of a good time. So until next time, you all take care, be safe, peace.